Danbury Hatricks have won 2 straight games and are inching ever closer into playoff contention, with another chance to close the gap tonight versus losers of 4 straight as the Danbury Hatricks take on the Blue Ridge Bobcats in the second game of this weekend series here in Danbury. Welcome in, everyone. Patrick Grudberg, happy to be here and looking forward to this one tonight. The last game between the Hatricks and the Bobcats this season, the 6th matchup. The Hatricks lead 3-2 in the season series, winning last night 2-1. A low-scoring game. In fact, the lowest scoring win for the Hatricks this season. They hadn't won a game when they scored 2 goals, and they did that last night on the back of Kyle Penton. Another excellent performance from the rookie Penton. Everybody's eyes were on Sebastian Ruiz, his return from the ESPY, and Kyle Penton, no reason to swap him out for Ruiz. Both excellent goaltenders, and it's a great problem to have. But Kyle Penton was spectacular for the Hatricks. Made 41 saves on 42 shots faced, and he's making his 8th consecutive start, and he's played every minute of those games, including some overtime. Starters for the Hatricks will be the second line of Eli Rivers, Chance Adrian, and Austin Belfay. We'll have Greg Sasinski, Ian Tukane as the defensive pair, and Kyle Penton in goal. The Hatricks enter at 15-21, 5-4, 58 points, and in 5th place. The Bobcats, after last night's loss, are 19-20, 3-3, 66 points, 4th place, and 8 points ahead of the Hatricks. A win tonight for the Hatricks could narrow the gap to as low as 5 with 10 games remaining. I'll give you more before puck drop after the national anthem. Well, I said national anthem. We got a beautiful rendition of God Bless America instead, and looks like now we'll have the national anthem. A wonderful rendition of the anthem to finish off our pregame festivities. It's time for some hockey. We gave you the Hatrick starters. The Bobcats will line up with Nick Stuckless, Carson Andrioli, and Brandon Reller as the 3 forwards. Defensive pair of Stephen Alvo and Christian Halbig, who made his professional debut last night. One of two college signees for the Bobcats, and it'll be Anthony Schrum in goal. You saw Kyle Penton for a minute. There is Anthony Schrum, who has struggled against the Hatricks this season, 1-2 in his 3 starts, a .779 save percentage in those 3 games. Danbury's won all 3 versus the Bobcats on home ice. They lost the 2 down in Virginia in late January and are looking to complete the season sweep at the DIA against Blue Ridge. Some notable lineup changes for both teams. First, the Hatricks, Andrei Simonchik slotting in as the 3rd defensive pair with Caden Fennell. Mitchell Behrens, who is the Hatricks rookie signing this week, he'll be a healthy scratch. Zachary Desmarais in as the 10th forward for Milan Brejko. Desmarais did not play last night either and made his Hatricks debut against Blue Ridge, in fact, back on January 31st. For Blue Ridge, Demid Podrezov slots in at second line as the right winger. He did not play last night, and the Bobcats have another college signee. This time it's Max Macchioni, the 2nd string goalie. He'll be on the bench backing up Schrum tonight. Another Fitchburg State player who played with Christian Halbig. So they go from college teammates to pro teammates, and they'll be a part of a massive game tonight. Biggest game of the season so far. A win, and the Hatricks are ever so close to being right back into the playoff picture. Saturday night hockey in Danbury is underway. Greg Sosinski will play the puck behind the net, up for Austin Belfay as Adrian took a spill into the wall. Giveaway for Stuckless on the opposite side. Adrian back up on his skates. He'll bounce it off the boards and play it in. No icing. Schrum behind his net, shovels it up the boards. And Nick Stuckless in down the left wing, who got Blue Ridge's only goal last night with 2:45 remaining. They were on the power play. They also had an extra skater on and really put the pressure on the Hatricks down the stretch in the final minutes. Blue Ridge hit the post. They continue to have the extra skater out, 6-on-5. Ferosith, a shot from the outside slot, gloved by Penton. Kyle Penton making his 8th consecutive start, 11-11-1 on the season. A 3.16 goals against average and a 9.15 save for the Massachusetts rookie. Rupsov along the half wall trying to break out, now finds Fronduda, who couldn't find the puck. As this first line's out there for the first time tonight. Spearheaded there by Dmitry Kuznetsov, making his return in a Hatricks uniform last night after being away for a couple seasons. Penton spills it and still loose in the corner with Gallagher. One-timer from the point, still bouncing low, slot, and Gallagher misses the net. Early chances for the visitors. Jordan Crom just doing what he can, clears it off the wall. Third line getting out there, Kandurka and Newberg joining Crom. There's Josh Newberg, who got into a fight last night with Carson Andrioli. Dropped the gloves, as he is oft known to do. Radchenko for Kozirev, who still leads the team in assists. The Estonian. Radchenko across the red line. He shoots in around the wall. Simonchik back down for Fennell. Simonchik, a former Blue Ridge player. He's played with the Bobcats for a decent stretch this season. Fennell swings it around. Second line back on. Blue Ridge clears all the way down. Should be an icing, and is. About 2.5 minutes gone here in the first period. There's some young hockey fans. I don't know if they know if they're on the Jumbotron, but they're here for a big game tonight. Blue Ridge with the early chances so far. Testing Kyle Penton right from the get-go, who was bombarded with shot after shot in the final couple minutes. Multiple consecutive 2 or 3 saves in a row that he had to make, and did just enough to give the Hatricks 3 points and cut the deficit in the standings to 8. Get a whistle as the net comes off. Frondudo in the circle with Mercurio, and Frondudo wins it. Sosinski shoots, blocked. Right in front by Andrioli, who enters his own one-on-one, cuts in, lost it, tried to lay it off, and shot goes wide. That from Alvo, the follow-up, had his stick tied up in the low circle. All Bobcats so far in the first 3 minutes. Reller shoots, pad save. Hallbig, shot goes high. Trying to clear into the neutral zone, but given right back to Andrioli and the Bobcats. Blue Ridge outshot Danbury last night by 12 goals, and definitely seeing that spill into the early minutes in the first. Crom tied up behind by Reller. Newberg and Crom pressing along the boards, trying to force a turnover. Erickson right in front. We'll break out with Daly, now cross ice for Gallagher. Gallagher had it broken up by Chernyuk, excuse me. Konstantin Chernyuk, loose puck, shoot, glove save, and trickles in. Penton gets half a piece of it, but not enough. And Daniel Martin gives Blue Ridge a 1-0 lead. 4 minutes and 22 seconds in. We'll see the replay here. Puck just frees up in the high slot. Martin throws it on net, and Penton, he got a piece of it with the glove, a healthy piece, and it just escapes right past him. Blue Ridge getting a well-deserved goal after this early flurry. Hatricks still looking for their first shot on target. And a delayed penalty here. It's going to be Adrian for the Hatricks going to the penalty box. And this Blue Ridge power play, who went 1 for 3 last night, and is one of the best in the league, coming in at 23%, 4th in the Fed, and already with a 1-0 lead, trying to double it here early in the first. Klavak, his shot deflected into the corner and spun out by Austin Pickford. Kozirev, bit of a miscommunication as Martin brings it down low to the far corner. Pickford moves it for Kandurka, who can clear. Up to the blue line with Stuckless and cleared down yet again. 45 seconds through the Adrian penalty. Daniel Martin, 4:22 unassisted. Made it 1-0. Belfay trips Kozirev, no penalty called as he gets back up and receives the puck on the left side. Cross ice, one-timer, glove save. Another where Penton gets just a piece of it with the glove. Not a full save, doesn't need it as the Hatricks will clear with Belfay. Get some fresh penalty killers on for the final 35. Alvo waiting for some help, drops it for Ferosith. Gains the line. Around the outside, Ferosith back up Reller and loses it to the neutral zone. Kandurka with the interception. Short-handed, will try to bleed out the final 5 seconds. Adrian out of the box, back to 5-on-5. He'll join just as the Bobcats make their way down. Loose behind the net, Kandurka finds it and throws it near side for Crom. Off the glass, kept right at the red line by Alvo. He'll sauce it back in. Penton trying to find the puck. Almost had it frozen because it took so long to find it, and another giveaway. Timothy St. Pierre. Andrioli right side, shoots, pad save. Martin, plenty of space on the left point. Slap shot, follow up, Andrioli misses. Another attempt for Andrioli. Bobcats controlling the first 8 minutes. Martin, another giveaway. Andrioli waiting, shoots off the mask. Hatricks might just need a timeout. They'll get one here with the media timeout coming here. 12:14 to go in the first period. All Bobcats, they lead 1-0. Here, you're watching the Hatricks live on the Hatricks Digital Network.
Head over to TK's American Cafe on White Street for 80 different wing flavors and good times. With 30 flat-screen televisions and free Wi-Fi, we're the perfect spot to catch the game or enjoy a night out. Visit tksamericancafe.com for more information. TK's American Cafe. Make sure to try our Hatrick flavor. When life brings legal challenges, trust Chipman, Mizuko, and Emerson. From business law and real estate to estate planning and litigation, our experienced attorneys are here to guide you every step of the way. Proudly serving clients across Fairfield County and Western Connecticut. Learn more at danburylaw.com. Nothing freshens like an ice-cold Coca-Cola. From classic Coke to a wide variety of sparkling and still drinks, we've got...
Back in the defensive zone with the Hatricks, who are getting outshot right now 10-0 in the first 8 minutes or so. There's a tie-up on the face-off, still in the high slot. Frondudo finds the puck in, trying to get it through the neutral zone. Pickford now plays it for Chernyuk. Tipped across by Kuznetsov, no icing. Played up the wall, intercepted by Kuznetsov, now a turnover. Frondudo threw it across the goal mouth. Rupsov's on the other side, one-timer was blocked. Now delayed penalty upcoming. It's gonna be against Blue Ridge, giving the Hatricks an early chance on the man advantage, where they scored last night in the first period, about 5 minutes in, from Eli Rivers. It's going to be a minor for holding on Plavak. Philip Plavak to the box. And the Hatricks power play group heading out there for the first time tonight. found more success last night with an early goal. Only the one, but they showed some signs of life, partially due to this man right here, Konstantin Chernyuk, a puck-playing defenseman who's really opened up this power play. Here he is, shoots, pad save. Rivers in the corner, back up to the point with Chernyuk. Rupsov on that right circle, waiting for a one-timer. Goes low, reverbs back for Rupsov, now off Kandurka. As Chernyuk took the shot, Frandudo behind the net, looking, shooting, saved. Still with Frandudo. Across for Rupsov. Down for Frandudo, tried to flip it in the air. Maybe looking for Kandurka. Bobcats clear, 1 minute to go. Second unit on. Crom, Adrian, and Belfay. Adrian tried to go cross ice. Bobcats clear down again. Penton being pressured by Daly. Had to scoot it over to Pickford. As Adrian brings it up one more time, 32-second centering pass. Belfay, backhand save, follow-up save. Back-to-back shots from Belfay. As the Bobcats clear yet again. Tukane quickly down, trying to beat out the line change, and instead it'll be an icing. 9:58 to go. Took so long to get a whistle in the first stretch. Our second media timeout has come quickly. 9:58 to go in the first 15 seconds of power play time after the break. Hatricks trail 1-0 here on the Hatricks Digital Network.
Looking for the best in beverage distribution? Choose DiCello Distributors. From Anheuser-Busch to local craft beers, we offer a full range of beer, cider, and non-alcoholic options. Serving New Haven, Fairfield, and Middlesex counties, we're committed to quality service and community. Visit DiCello.com to learn more. Diversified Printing Solutions is your full-service print partner in Danbury. With over 50 years of combined experience, we handle everything from graphic design and branded premiums to bindery mailing and small or large print runs. DPS doesn't just print, we help you communicate from concept to delivery. Visit us online at dprintingsol.com. Struggling with pain or mobility issues? Turn to Hartsburg Chiropractic Health Center in Danbury. Specializing in posture correction, sports injuries, sciatica, arthritis.
Back in the defensive zone on the power play for the Hatricks. Only 10 seconds left now on this power play opportunity after Philip Levac had a holding the stick call. Danbury tried to enter across the blue line, now back to 5-on-5. And a giveaway. Jordan Crom shoots high over the mask. Halfway through the first period, official shot tally now 8-3. Bobcats. Newberg forces a turnover at the red line. Kandurka tried to slide it for Crom, but intercepted. Alvo gives it away. Simonchik pushed ahead for Kandurka. Newberg cross ice caught by Kandurka. Shoots low, save. Caden Kandurka had 2 goals last Saturday in the big win against Binghamton on the road. There's a stretch pass for Daly with some room. Shoots blocked by Fennell. Penton will cover. Caden Kandurka, those 2 goals, his first 2-goal game of the season. Comes into tonight with 5 points in his last 5, 3 goals, 2 assists. We saw him last night flying around with physicality and trying to force turnovers. We've already seen some of that in the first 11 minutes. Rupsov gets it to Frandudo, 2-on-1 with Kuznetsov, shoots wide. Kuznetsov collects, put it goalward, and forces Schrum to cover. First odd man rush of the night for Danbury. And Frondudo and Kuznetsov cannot capitalize. Tukane shot blocked right in front by Kozirev, but kept in. And back with Kozirev across the blue line. Chip deep. Frondudo behind the net. Rupsov trying to clear, gives it back to the visitors. And St. Pierre fires it ahead, no deflection, and will be an icing. With the win last night, Hatricks, of course, improving to 15-21, 5-4. You look at their schedule in the 11 games against Binghamton, they're 1-10 outright. And versus the rest of their schedule, they're 18-16. So with the schedule constraints, having to play teams closer to you geographically, might not reflect how talented this Hatricks group may be, having to play such a excellent opponent in the Binghamton Black Bears, and they still have a decent amount of games against their New York rivals, including one next weekend, next Saturday on home ice, and after that, 4 more, including the final series of the season. Icing sets up a left circle face-off with Chance Adrian in there for Danbury. Falls for Rivers, his shot blocked. Trying to feather it for Kozirev. Radchenko backhanded it behind, and now allowing the pressure to come in from Belfay and company. Padrezov right wing, backhanded toward the net. Kozirev shielding behind. Now with Mercurio, up to the point. Radchenko pressured by Rivers. We'll cycle it deep. Stick in from Adrian. Rivers can't clear up. The wall goes cross ice for Belfay. And second line will head off. Third line on. Tukane fires. And almost a giveaway. Cutting through the goal line. Bobcats still with it across into the O-zone now. Newberg trying to flip it ahead for Kandurka, too far. Zach Demaray out there for one of the first shifts tonight. Demaray battling behind. Remember, he made his debut for Danbury back on January 31st against this Bobcats team. So he's played them once in Danbury colors and pushed aside by Penton there. Still continues to be the Bobcats dominating in shots on goal and chances. Kicked by Kandurka. Lets the first line head back out. Under 6 minutes to play in the first. Andrioli for Stuckless. Shot deflected off the glove again. Almost the same situation as the first goal. A lot of traffic in front, and it hit somebody before reaching Penton. Reller near half wall will cycle it. Intercepted by Frondudo up the wall. Hallbig threw one towards the net and forced a save out of Penton. (12-5) in the shots department for Blue Ridge. They continue to dominate. A couple quality opportunities for Danbury so far, but none compared to what Blue Ridge has done, testing Kyle Penton early in the first 15 minutes. Tie-up falls to the near half wall. Adrian able to chip it over for Belfay. Across the line, shoots wide. Trickling up the boards, now back down for Belfay. Backhands towards the goal. Rivers was there, just not able to go tape to tape. Reller weaving across and shooting in. Pretty easy save for Penton. Alvo off Belfay's skate. Trying to break out with Rivers. Took a deflection, no icing. Trying to time it up against Redchenko. Krom pressuring Redchenko. His pass deflected in deep. Fennell trying to get there first, stuck right along the post, and Penton will cover the puck. Daniel Martin's goal for the Bobcats continues to be the lone goal so far in the first period. 4:31 to go in period number 1 here at the DIA. You're watching Danbury Hatricks hockey live on the Hatricks Digital Network.
Recover with confidence at Hat City Physical Therapy. Personalized care for sports injuries, post-surgical rehabilitation, and chronic conditions. As the official PT provider for the Danbury Hatricks, we specialize in advanced treatments like dry needling, cupping, and KT taping. Visit us online at hatcityphysicaltherapy.com to schedule a consultation. Serving handcrafted drinks, Cash and Live Coffee Creations combine flavor, creativity, and community in every cup. Visit us online at cashandlivecoffee.com or check us out in the Danbury Ice Arena. Cash and Live Coffee Creations, where every sip tells a story. Make your stay comfortable at La Quinta Inn & Suites by Wyndham Danbury. With spacious rooms, free breakfast, and modern amenities, we've got everything you need to relax and recharge. Conveniently located in Danbury, we're perfect for business or leisure travel. Book your stay today at wyndhamhotels.com/La.
4.5 minutes to go in the first period. Hatricks trailing 1-0. Trying to at least keep it at a 1-goal game. Blue Ridge putting the pressure on. Newberg wins the face-off, falls for Sosinski. He's trying to shrug off Kozirev. Skips around the boards now back down low for Sosinski. Newberg off the neutral zone board, should be an icing and is. Kandurka close to canceling it out. And another round of applause there for Jonny Ruiz. Just a wonderful showing from the Hatricks faithful. So happy to see Jonny in attendance for the last couple home games last Friday and both games tonight. The link to his GoFundMe to support his road to recovery is in the description of this stream. So wherever you're watching, whoever you're rooting for, please go check that out. Newberg wins it for Sosinski again. Hatricks trying to break out a second time. This way giveaway. Prodrazov. And Penton pushed into his net. So he tries to get back up, Penton. Bit of an awkward stance there after the shot coming in from Demid Prodrazov. And here's a replay of it. Just gets tripped up with the Bobcats player who kind of creeped into the crease there. Might have been Mercurio. Newberg with another face-off win. Breakout tape to tape. Kozirev on his backhand, cutting back in, couldn't work off a shot. Good pressure from Frandudo and Tukane. St. Pierre down the wall. The defenseman going in, tight angle shot. Kandurka finds the loose puck. Has to go 1-on-3, gets past one. And skating down the board, still applying pressure. Kandurka, the solo effort, almost jams the puck free for the Hatricks. He'll head over to the bench after a great shift, but still, Hatricks looking for that tying goal. Plenty of time left in this one. Bobcats leading 14-5 in the shots. Plavak shoots, blockered and held. Mentioned the playoff implications for this game. Also, last night, the Topeka Scarecrows, who are the third team in this conversation, picked up a huge comeback victory against Biloxi last night. They are idle tonight after playing a Thursday-Friday series down in Mississippi. So they're now ahead of the Bobcats by 3 and ahead by 11 over the Hatricks. So a win tonight, 5 behind Blue Ridge and 8 behind Topeka, the two teams who are in relative distance to the Hatricks in the final 10. 2.5 minutes to go in the first period. Swung around the boards. Buck goes cross ice into the far side with Alvo, centers and held by Penton. Squeezes it along his torso there. A dangerous backhanded attempt by Alvo, just throwing it in front, see what happens. Reller against Newberg. He's already taken probably half a dozen faceoffs this period. Loose far half wall, chopped at by Newberg. Rupsov tried to clear it out. Andrioli, 4 skaters right along the right point. Eventually skips out to Alvo, and now Halbig. Quick ahead for Reller, down the slot, left for Daly. And cleared out by Newberg. Newberg still out there with Kuznetsov and Rupsov, the first-line wingers, waiting for a chance for Frandudo to get on. Halbig shoots in a major deflection, almost went underneath the crossbar. Cycled down for Sosinski. Heavy forechecking continuing from Blue Ridge throughout the first period, and only 1:14 to go. Kozirev skating left to right, now down the right wing. Shot pad save, deflection, and the rebound handled by Crom. Some space through the neutral zone, gave it away, looking for Kandurka. Kozirev finds Mercurio, waiting for an angle. Poked away by Simonchik, a one-timer from Eriksson. Demaray finds Crom in stride. Crom shoots, blocked. Good stick from Robin Eriksson on the rush. Poked deep by Simonchik. Demaray down there alone. Tied up by Plavak. Winning it back for the visitors, 21 seconds. Podrazov backhands. Off the backboards, Fennell. Caden Fennell dumps it and tries to pick it up himself. He will. Adrian tried to center. Now on Feroth to stick. Going cross ice, and that will be it for the first period. Blue Ridge responds after a slow offensive night in the goal department on Friday. They lead 1-0 here after the first period, outshooting the Hatricks by double digits. Daniel Martin's goal at 4:22, assisted by Gallagher and Ferosith, is the early difference so far. We'll take a quick break and be back after the first intermission for some second period hockey here in Danbury. You're watching the Danbury Hatricks live on the Hatricks Digital Network.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Expedia Cruises Brookfield turn that dream into reality. Our local travel experts offer personalized planning for cruises, all-inclusive resorts, escorted tours, and more. Whether you're seeking a tropical escape or a European adventure, we've got you covered. Visit ExpediaCruises.com to start planning today. At Golf Lounge 18, we deliver state-of-the-art virtual golf fun in Danbury and throughout Connecticut. Equipped with TrackMan 4 technology, our bays allow golfers to play real courses indoors. Reserve your bay or learn more at golflounge18.com. Golf Lounge 18, real golf all year round. Step into Gray Scent Boutique and Candle Bar, where style and creativity come together. Browse our curated finds, enjoy permanent jewelry, or craft your own custom scented candle. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're the perfect spot for gifts, gatherings, and unforgettable experiences. Visit grayscent.com for more information. Got a leak, clog, or plumbing problem you can't ignore? Call Hope Plumbing, your trusted local experts for fast, reliable service. Located in Prospect, Connecticut, help is just a call away. Visit thehopecos.com or call 203-663-3223 today to learn more. Because when it comes to plumbing, there's always hope. Building something great starts with the right materials. At Kellogg Hardwood Lumber, we supply premium hardwoods, custom millwork, and quality lumber for builders, craftsmen, and DIYers alike. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're your trusted source for strength, beauty, and reliability in every project. Visit KelloggHardwoods.com today. Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. From heating oil and propane delivery to HVAC installation and service, we offer comprehensive solutions for homes and businesses. With automatic delivery options, flexible pricing plans, and 24/7 emergency service, Mitchell Oil ensures your comfort year-round. Visit Mitchell.com to become a customer today. Mitchell Oil, ready to serve you. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. We provide fast and reliable restoration services from properties damaged by water, fire, mold, or storms, serving both homes and businesses with 24/7 emergency response. Check us out online at pauldavis.com to find a location near you. Looking for a premier golfing experience? Visit Richter Park Golf Course, the #2 public course in the New York metro area. With 4 sets of tees, we challenge golfers of all skill levels. Open daily, Richter Park offers competitive rates and online tee time reservations. Visit richterpark.com to book your round today. Bring back your curb appeal with Rinse and Wash Pressure Washing. From driveways and decks to siding and storefronts, we make your surfaces shine like new. Our team delivers fast, professional results you can count on. Visit rinseandwashct.com today to schedule your clean, because a fresh look starts with a rinse and wash. Stacy's Totally Baked crafts freshly baked goods daily, from cookies and cupcakes to signature cakes for every occasion. Based in Ridgefield, we serve local cafes, cater events, and accept custom orders. Visit stacystotallyBaked.com to browse our menu and place your order. Stacy's Totally Baked, where every bite is made with love. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and made-from-scratch sides in a fun, family-friendly setting. Whether you're dining in or ordering to go, Texas Roadhouse offers legendary food and service. For more information, visit texasroadhouse.com/Danbury. At Ventura Law, we speak your language, know your culture, and understand your story. For over 65 years, we've been fighting for the rights of injured individuals across Connecticut and New York. Our compassionate bilingual attorneys guide you through every step, making sure your voice is heard. Visit venturalaw.com for a free consultation. Ventura Law, justice you can trust. Transform your outdoor space with Yard Goats Landscaping, located in Bethel, Connecticut. From spring cleanups and tree work to custom patios, fencing, and masonry, we're your one-stop shop for all things landscaping. Visit yardgoats.io for a free consultation. Yard Goats Landscaping, where your dream yard becomes reality. Need reliable equipment for your next project? Turn to Decker Tool Rental. With locations in Danbury, Bridgeport, and beyond, we offer a full range of rental tools and heavy machinery. Whether you're a contractor or DIYer, our knowledgeable staff ensures you get the right gear for the job. Visit DeckerCatRentalStore.com today. Looking to upgrade your ride or home? Choose Emerald Tint, your premier window tinting masters for Fairfield County. Whether it's automotive, residential, commercial, or marine tinting, we use high-quality ceramic films for superior heat rejection, UV protection, and enhanced privacy. Visit emeraldtint.com today. Raise a glass to great beer at Charter Oak Brewing Company, located here in Danbury. Enjoy 10 rotating drafts, live local music, and a shaded beer garden perfect for your next event. Visit us online at charteroakbrewing.com to learn more.
Bobcats 1, Hatricks 0, about 3 minutes before the start of the second period. We'll give you a little recap here in the first intermission. Bobcats leading 1-0. It got started early with the Bobcats putting up almost double-digit shots on goal before the Hatricks even registered one themselves, eventually leading to a goal from Daniel Martin, assisted by Carson Gallagher and Damon Feroseth. Martin found a loose puck in the mid-slot, fired one off on Kyle Penton, who got a piece of it with his glove but didn't get enough of it as it trickled past the Hatricks goaltender and gave the Bobcats an early 1-0 lead. Bobcats lead in shots 18-6. Both teams had some chances on the power play, neither able to convert. And this period tonight closely reflects and mirrors last night's first period, except it was the Hatricks who scored early rather than the Bobcats. Remember, last night Eli Rivers got an early power play goal 5 minutes in. Tonight it's Daniel Martin scoring at even strength about 4 minutes and 22 seconds into tonight's game. And in both first periods, the Bobcats dominated in shots on net. Last night it was 19-10, a 9-shot advantage for the visitors. Tonight 18-6, so it's 12. And it certainly felt that way. The Hatricks struggled to create many grade A chances and really test Anthony Schrum between the pipes. And because of it, they trail 1-0, and arguably happy to be only down 1 goal are the Bobcats, who have just made their way back onto the ice. Could have made it 2 or 3. They'll need more offensive production this period. They want to tie things up and look to grab 3 points in a regulation win. There's Anthony Schrum, as we said, not too busy in the first. 6 saves for him. Penton making 17 of 18 saves off the shots that he faced. Again, making his 8th consecutive start. No nights off for Penton, with Rico Gonzalez getting traded and there being a gap between the time when Gonzo left and Resar returning, with only Aiden Pierce, who's a rookie, as the backup. Pierce is on the bench tonight as the backup goaltender. No Sebastian Resar there. Still waiting for him to make his first appearance as he's returned from the SPHL. Well, when the opponent scores first this season, the Hatricks are 6-18 outright, 3-16, 2-3. So that does not bode well. Only 3 regulation wins after letting the opposition score first. We'll start the second period with Greg Sosinski behind the net. Up the boards for Tukane. Now bouncing puck ahead across the line, an offsides warning. And Eli Rivers will get back into the neutral zone. Off a skate, Reller trying to find it. Sosinski handling up for Tukane again. Deflection, almost the same sequence. This time Belfay forced back to the red line. And somebody lost a stick. Might have been Andrioli there for the Bobcats. There's a turnover. Tukane. Rupsov back for Kuznetsov, waiting. Shoots wide. And the stick right on the blue line, totally broken in half now. Or broken at the bottom. Cherniuk tying with Martin along the far half wall. he will pinch up as Frondudo now angling up the wall, but gave it away. Martin intercepted by Frondudo. Having a pinch in down deep as this first line center where he's been playing for the last week or two. And here he is, Frondudo, deflected into the netting. Gennaro Frondudo, his turnaround in the last part of this season has been very impressive. In his first 22 games in a Hatricks uniform, only 5 points. But in his last 12, Frondudo has 13 points, 4 goals, and 9 assists. On the season, 4 points versus the Bobcats. He had an assist last night to go with 3 goals. Mercurio shielding on Rupsov, gets across the line and lost the puck. Cherniuk quick, one-time pass. Kuznetsov couldn't find Rupsov as Podresov and Kozyrev combine and shoot it in. Fluttered to the opposite corner. Mercurio tied up. And it'll let Cherniuk play it ahead for Kandurka, right in stride. Kandurka shoots, blocked off the leg of Radchenko. Now a 3-on-3 rush for the Bobcats. Fennell trying to get a stick in on St. Pierre. Up to the point for Radchenko. Shot blocked. Still with Blue Ridge. Now St. Pierre walking down the wall. Patted away by Penton. Back up to the point. Daly shoots. His shot blocked. As Blue Ridge goes for a partial change, they'll keep it in the zone. Andrioli fresh on. His shot pushed aside. Cycling deep, Cherniuk there. Breakout for Kandurka. Now Kuznetsov. Kandurka going 1-on-4, essentially keeping it in the offensive zone, and a wonderful effort there from Kandurka, drawing the penalty. What individual hustle from Kandurka. Could have easily given up and gone for a change instead. He draws a penalty on Carson Andrioli. And the Hatricks power play will go back out there for the second time tonight. They had one opportunity in the first period after a Philip Hlavak penalty. This time, Andrioli for slashing. And it falls into the near corner. Adrian now along the half wall. The second power play unit out there to start this one. Pickford, Belfay, right point, Crom. Shoots low and patted aside. Off the right pad. Tukane, shot off a skate and out of play. There's some young hockey fans. I think those are Chuck-a-Puck pucks. So get ready for the second intermission. They'll get to try to hit it into the basket as Tukane shot was deflected. Adrian there with his stick. Tried to direct it on goal. Schrum has to save. Second unit doing great work. Now the first group with Frondudo, Kandurka, Rivers, Rupsov, and Cherniuk. Both point players aggressively up there in the circle. You see Rupsov trying to race in on the puck, and he's got it now. Tried to play it up to the point for Cherniuk, intercepted. Mercurio for Stuckless. The lone goal scorer last night for Blue Ridge. Given away to Cherniuk. Weaving his way through the defenseman. Kandurka didn't see the pass and able to clear it out all the way around is Steven Alvo. Halfway through the power play. A much better start to this period than the last for Danbury. Trying to make it count here. Rivers left the puck. And another clearance for the Bobcats. One final rush. Rupsov down the right wing. Centers. Frondudo. The pass was too hot for Frondudo, it seemed. He handled it for a minute. And gave it away. 19 seconds now. Kandurka left wing, cutting in, bouncing puck. Push to the corner. Crom centers. Part of the second group back out there for the final 7 seconds. Andrioli heading out of the box in 2-1. And back to 5-on-5 we go. The Hatricks 0 for 2 on the power play. Power play group that's 13th out of 14 teams in the Fed. They had a power play goal last night. They looked dangerous, but so far unable to convert on either of their attempts. We'll get an icing with 14:44 to go in the second. Hatricks still trailing 1-0 here at the DIA.
Looking for top quality meats? Omaha Beef Company is your go-to wholesale food distributor. We carry a wide selection of beef, poultry, pork, cheeses, and pantry staples. Visit omahabeefcompany.com to learn more. Omaha Beef Company, serving Connecticut with quality you can count on. Is joint pain slowing you down? At Ortho Connecticut, our team of expert orthopedic surgeons and specialists get you back to doing what you love pain-free. From sports injuries to joint replacement, we offer advanced care close to home. Visit myorthoct.com to schedule your appointment today. Looking for a brighter smile? Stony Hill Dental Care offers comprehensive dental services, including sedation, cosmetic, and preventive care. Schedule your appointment today at stonyhilldental.com. Stony Hill Dental Care, where your smile comes first. Get your tickets fast and easy at Tixer.com, the official ticketing partner of the Danbury Hatricks. We make it simple to buy, sell, and manage tickets. Get your tickets today at Tixer.com.
Back at the DIA, 14:44 to go in the second. Offensive zone draw for the Hatricks, won by Newberg. And kept down deep, swung around by Crom. Tukane shoveled back up to the point. Newberg with a drive, hits off a leg. Zach Demaray battling. As the 10th forward tonight, Newberg now giving it a go and getting tied up with Erickson. The two players who lead their respective teams in penalty minutes this season. Reller tried to tap it for Halbig and eventually escapes the D zone. Daly's shot handled and kept by Penton. So the Hatricks 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Their power play is not their strong suit, but looking at Blue Ridge, they have allowed the most power play goals against them out of anyone in the league at 55. So if there's ever going to be a night where they can find a power play goal, we saw it last night, and perhaps another chance if they can get back on the 5-on-4, as this one's flipped all the way down for another icing. Mercurio wins the faceoff. Kozirev in the corner, pinned by Tukane. Trying to pry it free. Behind with Daly. Cycles for Podrezov. Podrezov hounded by Adrian, helping out behind the net. Kozirev able to wiggle it free for Mercurio for a moment. And now a 2-on-3 rush. Bouncing puck, Sosinski right in front of the doorstep and handled by Schrum. An awkward play. The puck skips high into the air. Sosinski catches right on the edge of the blue paint. The defenseman finds himself right on the doorstep. And having a chat with the official there, our officiating crew tonight, Chris Forden, Scott Schmidt, Chris Montalvo, and Al Alagna. Bobcats win the defensive zone draw. Pressure from Belfay, going at it with Slovak. Adrian checked down behind the play. Martin, 3-on-3, left it. Rivers picks up the puck. Tries to flutter it ahead, intercepted and caught by Gallagher. Now opposite side, Ferocith lost the puck. Maybe caught in two minds as Rondudo. Up right to left. Tight angle shot, skips wide. Fennell onside and in. Bouncing low slot, a chance there for Rondudo. He'll shovel it in front again. Kuznetsov closest to it. Slovak breakout for Reller. Brandon Reller, shot deflected and out of play. Much more balanced second period so far. Hatricks winning the shots on goal 6-4 so far, about 8 minutes in to the second as we head towards the halfway point in the game. Still looking for that elusive first goal. Fennell, Rupsov couldn't handle. Stuckless shoots in, but met at the blue line and pushed back out here with Alvo. Giveaway, Rondudo will wrap it around. Alvo spinning on Rupsov, working his way up the wall and into the neutral zone. Backhands across, beautiful feathered pass there. Ahead with Rupsov, Rondudo onside. Rondudo pinned by Andrioli. On the far half wall now, Alvo, who's been out there for a while. Reller goes 1-on-3 and loses the puck. Interception again from Rondudo. Fresh skaters on, Kandurka with some speed. Tied up with St. Pierre and wins the puck. Newberg lining up for the one-timer in the mid-slot. Now Bobcats into the offensive zone. Kozirev tried to go rink wide. Podrezov keeps it in, batting it out of the air. Now falls for Kozirev for Radchenko. Kozirev breakout, gets past Simonchik. Kozirev misses wide. The chance comes and goes for Nikita Kozirev. On the breakaway. Did not challenge Kyle Penton. Crom fires around the wall. Ferocith threw it out, and they'll say a deflection. Does not look like there'll be a delay of game penalty. No. Some shouts for it definitely from the balcony seats. But the officials say there was a deflection on the clearance. Chance Adrian, tied up along the half wall. Tukane has to shoot back in. Rimmed around, Chernyuk trying to get there. Belfay, rather. Belfay and Rivers behind the net. Eli Rivers centers. Adrian was close. Martin had his stick broken in half, and that will most certainly be a penalty. Bobcats to go on the power play after the break as they lead 1-0 with 9:49 to go in the second.
Fire up your appetite with Twins Barbecue Company. Smoked meats, bold flavors, and barbecue that brings people together. Stop by for ribs, brisket, wings, and more in Brookfield. Visit twinsbbqco.com to view our menu, order online, or find our next food truck stop. Twins Barbecue. There's nothing better than smoking hot twins. Looking to make your brand stand out? Vision Designs in Brookfield has you covered. From custom screen printing and embroidery to eye-catching signs, banners, and promotional products, they bring your ideas to life with unmatched quality and service. Visit VisionDesignCT.com. Vision Designs, where your vision becomes reality. Looking to elevate your night out? At Illicit Brewing Company, we feature a beer hall, cocktail bar, arcade, lounge, and private event space. Enjoy a diverse menu, live music, trivia nights, and more. Visit illicitbrewing.com/Danbury for more information.
9:49 to go in the second. Hatricks still trailing 1-0. It's been a low-scoring series so far. 2-1 was the final last night, and still only one goal halfway through this one. The Bobcats will go on the power play as we return from the under 10 timeout. Defensive zone win, and clapped all the way around by Sosinski to start the penalty kill. Hatricks 5th in the league on the PK, 82.6%. Kozirev stripped by Belfay. Some space along the left wing. Belfay didn't get everything on it as it flutters wide. Dropped at the point. Plavak now Mercurio. Low Kozirev. And forced out into the neutral zone. 40 seconds gone on the penalty. Chance Adrian in the box for tripping. Plavak shoots. Glove save Penton. 1:08 to go on the penalty. Hatricks have had 2 chances on the power play. Now the second chance for Blue Ridge. They rank much higher in the Fed on the man advantage. As we said earlier, 4th place among all teams. Reller, shoot, and maybe blocked by Sosinski, and I think it was. He can feel it. A lot of traffic, and Penton saw it at the last minute. Blue Ridge putting the pressure on behind the net. And cleared all the way around the wall as far as the opposite blue line by Tukane. Feroseth cross ice. Daly pressured by 2 orange jerseys. Reller. Wasn't sure if he was going to drop it off. It stays with the Bobcats. Alvo. Daly, shot, save, still loose. Penton can't squeeze it, and Penton on his behind keeps it out of the goal. 2 sticks in the goal. Sosinski wraps the stick around and gets the puck. Sticks galore flying around the ice. And we're back to 5-on-5 after that. Take a deep breath. We saw at least 3 sticks on the ice. One of them was broken. And Kyle Penton had to make 1 save and then was pushed into his net and sitting on his butt was able to keep another out. And it looks like the Bobcats have taken a penalty of their own. Brandon Reller in the penalty box. Right as Chance Adrian left. We'll flip it now. And it's 2 minutes for slashing on Brandon Reller. First unit out for MJ Markle. Cherniuk, Adrian, back for Adrian, backhand, another save! Follow-up, score! Caden Kandurka finds the rebound. He whiffed on the first. Maybe not intentional, but it did just enough as he beat Strum blocker's side. The Hatricks' second power play goal of the weekend. And despite being outshot, they've tied this up 1-1. Caden Kandurka. You won't find a hotter hat trick right now than him. Caden Kandurka, his 10th goal of the season. 10 goals, 14 assists, and 24 points for the rookie, who has come on strong in the last couple weeks. Frondudo cutting in, great stick from Daniel Martin to quiet the crowd who erupted after that power play goal. Point shot handled by Penton Rupsov. Flips it ahead, now Frondudo even further. 28-15 right now, shots for the Bobcats. Erickson tape to tape across the blue line. Martin sends it to the opposite corner to get a change. Helped on Adrian, breakaway, backhand off the post. Stays alive in the offensive zone as it's cleared out by Pickford, who can't keep it in. Hatricks with all the momentum in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Chance Adrian looking for his first goal. Rivers, another 2-on-1. Belfay, Rivers almost trickled across the goal line. Maybe a bit too selfless there. Blue Ridge with a 3-on-2. Instead, they'll dump it in. Andrioli lost an edge. Halbeck looking for a deflection, hit off the top of the cage. Moves back up the boards. Halbeck, shot blocked by the opposite number 71, Rivers. This feels like 3-on-3 overtime, not 5-on-5, as Penton gets a glove save and a brawl brewing there in the corner. It's Andre Simonchik, as usual, there in the thick of it. Playing against his former team, having some choice words there. We're trying to see who that is. It's Carson Andrioli, who got into a fight last night with Josh Newberg. Now jawing with Simonchik. And I think it's a good thing we do not have closed captioning on that one, folks. The referees will sort this one out with 5:41 remaining in the period. And here's a replay of it. You see some words being exchanged, and then suddenly Simonchik and Andrioli just going at it. Newberg ekes out the face-off win. Sosinski up the left wall and bounces around the glass. Newberg wins the puck, shoots in deep. Sosinski spinning, trying to evade Mercurio. The goal officially Kandurka from Frondudo at 12:25 on the power play. Frondudo, his second assist of the weekend, both the main assist on each power play goal. Crum skating in. Loose puck. Picked up Gallagher. Odd man rush, 4-on-3. St. Pierre centers and taken by Tukane. Kuznetsov waiting for some help. Threw it down for Tukane. Tried to help pinch in deep the defenseman. Now back the other way, it's Daniel Martin. Scooting past Pickford, down low for Gallagher. He'll try to cycle it, but is pinned by Tukane. Rupsov building speed at the red line. Scoots around one. Gets bodied by Erickson. Pickford, they say he didn't get past the blue line. It would have been an offsides. Said Bobcats enter the zone. Under 4 minutes to play in the second. Penton will freeze, and we will reach the under 5 timeout. A rollicking 5 minutes of hockey there. The Hatricks tie it up on the power play from Caden Kandurka. Back and forth action between both these two teams in a pivotal game late in the season. Hatricks won, Bobcats won. 3:58 to go here in the second period.
Start your morning off right at Grounds Donut House. Enjoy our oversized artisanal donuts paired with premium coffee. For a unique treat, don't miss our ice cream-filled donuts. If you're looking for a sweet way to kick off your day, visit us in Danbury or check us out online at groundsdonuthouse.com/Danbury. Looking for great craft beer and live music? Visit Housatonic River Brewing in New Milford. Enjoy handcrafted ales in our rustic tap room or outdoor beer garden along the scenic Housatonic River. We're open Wednesday through Sunday with live music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Check out our full schedule and offerings at HousatonicRiverBrewing.com. Looking for reliable waste management? Choose Interstate Waste Services, your local family-owned provider since 1998. We provide comprehensive waste and recycling solutions for homes and businesses with a commitment to sustainability and community. For more information, visit Interstate.
Back at the DIA, a very nice rendition of Mr. Brightside there from the crew in the Finish the Lyric contest. We restart right away with Halbig. His shot from the point wide. Rivers along the wall, backhanded off the glass and chipped forward by Adrian. Andrioli right along the blue line. Belfay poking at it. A foot race as it trickles towards the net, and Alvo will get there first. Delayed penalty on the Bobcats. Rivers and looks like Halbig were behind the play. Maybe caught up as they were skating after the loose puck. Well, we just saw Hatricks' power play goal a couple minutes ago. So another chance here on the 5-on-4 this time. A chance to take the lead late in the second as we head towards the second intermission. An early clearance, and Gallagher trying to beat out Tukane, and does. Gallagher backhand and a great poke check from Penton. Pickford cross ice for Crom, helps it for Belfay. Thought about a shot, now over for Chance Adrian. Belfay trying to grab his stick. It's right in the crease, and Bobcats kind of protecting the stick, saying, no, we're not gonna give it back to you. As Adrian maneuvering back in, outnumbered. Now get some teammates. Kandurka on for Belfay, who had to retreat back to the bench. Pickford with a blast, glove save. Here's the shorthanded chance from Gallagher. And a wonderful poke check. Penton having the awareness, knowing that his defenseman was probably beat. Confident goaltending at its best. Although in the corner, 1-on-2, Kandurka, and finally prying it free for Rupsov in the opposite corner. Up to the point, Chernyuk. Right to left for Rivers. Back for Chernyuk. Walking in, shoots, blocked. Finds the follow-up and just misses wide. Rupsov, Kandurka. Caden Kandurka, some space. Diving poke check, a follow-up in. Another save in front by Schrum. Rivers cross ice. Bouncing puck with a blast, and Frandudo again. The flurry of shots continues on this power play. 23 seconds remaining, and Anthony Schrum standing on his head. And there's a guy who's happy to be on the Jumbotron. With only 23 seconds to go here on the man advantage. Chernyuk. Rupsov half wall. Frandudo right back down for him. Frandudo surveying. Rivers didn't receive it. Gonna go all the way down, and this will be the end of the power play. A couple solid chances. Erickson pressured by Desmarais. Giveaway. Desmarais tried the spectacular there. Desmarais. That would have taken the roof off this place. Zach Desmarais. Are you sure you're a fourth line skater tonight? Sosinski and Desmarais in deep. Under a minute to play in the second. Tukane shuffles past Martin. Continues down the wall. Tukane centers. Save. Schrum still loose. Can't find the puck. And finally freezes it. 38 seconds. A full-on assault continues for the Hatricks. Flipping the narrative this period. They've got the goal, and now they're inching ever closer in shots, but still trailing Blue Ridge in shots on goal by double digits. And the replay there on the shot in front. Hatricks now leading this period 15-14 in shots. First line out there for the final 38. Won by the Bobcats. Radchenko for Podrezov. Good stick from Rivers. Under 30 seconds, he'll spin it up ice. Podrezov, cross ice, Mercurio trying to skip past Sosinski. And can't regain the puck. Kozyrev finds it. Back up to the point. Radchenko. Kozyrev waiting, shoots high. 4 seconds. Through the neutral zone with Kuznetsov. 1-1 after 2 periods. Caden Kandurka finds a power play goal at 12:25 to tie it up for Danbury. A couple more chances on the second power play of the period, but it remains a tie game. A barn burner here in Danbury. Don't go anywhere. A great one live on the Hatricks Digital Network with major playoff implications. We'll be back halfway through the second intermission with a look around the league of some out-of-town scores. And we'll get you ready for the third period of action here between the Hatricks and the Bobcats.
Remember when a night out didn't break the bank? When fun was simple, social, and full of laughter? Bowling is still that place. Affordable, timeless, and made for everyone. Get more laughs per dollar bowling at Spins Bowl.
Hatricks 1, Bobcats 1. Second intermission, 4 minutes to go before the start of the third. Give you a recap of the second period if you're just joining us. Hatricks tied things up in the second period. Halfway through the second, off a power play goal from Caden Kandurka. Capitalized off a scramble, a couple quick shots to start the power play. Kandurka found it in the high left circle and beats Anthony Schrum near side over the blocker to make it 1-1. Blue Ridge had a chance on the power play themselves earlier in the period, did not convert. And the Hatricks had 2 other ones in addition to the one they scored on. But they have the power play goal just like they did last night in a different order. They had the first goal yesterday off the power play from Rivers. And tonight it's Kandurka getting his 10th goal of the season and continuing to produce down the stretch for MJ Markle and company. Coming into tonight, 5 points in his last 5. The Hatricks and Bobcats tied 15-15 in shots on goal that period. Much better than the first, where the Hatricks were outshot by 12, 6-18. Blue Ridge still leading 33-21 overall. And Kyle Penton continuing to stand on his head like he did last night. Gave up the early goal, but since has been strong and confident between the pipes and has kept this to another low-scoring game. Not very common this season for the Hatricks to have games come down to the wire like this in a low-scoring fashion. It's been a lot of 3-3 heading into the third, maybe 5-4 even, but 1 goal apiece. So that's the second period here in Danbury. We'll look around the league before we get started here in the third. 5 other games going on around the Fed. We'll start in Port Huron, where the Prowlers lead the Sentinels 3-1 in the second period. They won last night and are looking to sweep the weekend themselves. Solidly in second place, kind of in no man's land. 11 points above Topeka in third and well behind Binghamton in first, just like everybody else in the Empire. We'll go to Columbus, where the River Dragons are tied 3-3 with Monroe. Those are the second and third place teams in the Continental. Monroe coming into tonight with a 7-point lead over Columbus. So Columbus trying to narrow the gap there, similar to how the Hatricks are. Athens and PD playing their second game of the weekend, and it's the Rock Lobsters leading 3-2 on the road in the second. Binghamton, after a closer game last night against the Wolves, where they won 3-2, they're up 6-1 in the second period there in New York. And finally, down in Baton Rouge, the Twin City Thunderbirds up 2-1 over Baton Rouge in the first period. And that's our roundup around the Fed. Perfect timing as the Hatricks return to the ice. It goes without saying, the most important period of hockey this season. A win, especially a win in regulation, means the gap to the playoffs is only 5. A loss, and the gap grows back to 11, the way it was entering this weekend. There's Kyle Penton, who has been a hero of many sorts this weekend and in the last month or so. Again, his 8th consecutive start, no nights off for Penton. And for Schrum, he's made some incredible saves himself, especially in that second period where he was peppered with shot after shot on the power play and at even strength by this Hatricks offense. Danbury looking for 3 straight wins and a weekend sweep. Also trying to win the season series over Blue Ridge. Bobcats, remember, on a 4-game losing streak after dropping 3 last weekend to PD. and losing last night. Trying to right the ship here and put the Hatricks further away as they continue to remain on their tail in this playoff race. Third period, ready to go here at the DIA. Alvo, high pass, caught for a second by Adrian, and now trickles behind the net. Susinski pressured by Daly. Over to Tukane. Off the boards, Belfay looking ahead. He'll shoot in just past the red line and get a change for the second line. First line heading out there for Danbury. Off the boards, into the path of Gennaro Frondudo, left wing. A whistle. And too many men on the ice is the call. And it's going to be against Blue Ridge. We saw one last night for the Hatricks, and Brandon Reller going to serve the bench minor. Another opportunity for the Hatricks on the 5-on-4. Frondudo collects off the faceoff. Rupsov surveying along the half wall. It falls to the point and escapes. Chernyuk has to reset. Fifth time on the man advantage this evening for Danbury. Chernyuk leaves for Rivers. Kandurka slowed up, trying to enter the zone. Stick in from Gallagher, chopping at it and forcing Kandurka all the way back to the opposite end line. Rivers gets it across. Cross ice, Rupsov tried to pass it down low. Spinning is Radchenko, tries to clear it around and gets it past Chernyuk's stick. A quiet first minute on the power play. Second unit out there for Danbury. Crom ahead. Adrian trying to get a touch on it. Now in the corner with Adrian again. Stick from Radchenko and cleared by Alvo. 35 seconds to go on the Blue Ridge penalty. Pickford left it for Belfay. Tukane down the boards. And around now the defenseman. Stays on his skates. Belfay now joining him. 12 seconds. Out for Adrian, 6 seconds. Crom with a blast, deflection. Strum couldn't handle it. And backhanded away, kept in by Crom. He'll have another shot that skips over the crossbar. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Icing call with 17:05 on the clock. Danbury has won all 3 games against the Bobcats on home ice, losing the other 2 on the road. And this season, with the win last night, 10-13 on home ice. Rupsov, interception, Frondudo, right circle. Erickson lost an edge. Frondudo tried to center, bouncing puck finds Daly, who was able to clear it to the opposite blue line. Rupsov cutting in, shoots, and misses the net. Next weekend, the Hatricks will go up to Watertown on Friday and then be back home against Binghamton on Saturday. Imperative that the Hatricks pick up as many points as possible against Watertown, considering that all the rest of their games are against either Binghamton or Port Huron. Centering pass almost found Crom. Crom trying to skate back to cancel out the odd man rush. Shot goes wide. Collected on the near side by Martin. Crom falls to his knees and pushed it just enough for Kandurka. And Gallagher right back in with Ferocith. Gallagher trying to chip it free. It comes out towards the slot now with Jordan Crom. Working through the neutral zone. He'll shoot in and earn a change. Adrian trying to keep it deep. Centers for Belfay, who almost got on the end of the pass. Great hustle play from Adrian. Ferocith whiffs, tries to recollect it. Belfay scooping it out, kicked, trying to handle is Radchenko. And it skips back down behind the net with Fennell and Simonchik. Mercurio through the neutral zone, gains the zone. Backhanded, easy save for Penton. Face off right circle. Mercurio in for Blue Ridge. Puck pinned far corner. Pickford in there now, falls for Frondudo. 3-on-3 rush. Tried to float it for Kuznetsov, but a giveaway. St. Pierre, the defenseman, charging in, backhand tied up. Frondudo called for a penalty, holding on St. Pierre as he was racing in on goal. And when we come back, the Bobcats will be on the 5-on-4, but it remains 1-1 through the first 5 minutes of period number 3.
Raise a glass to locally crafted spirits at Litchfield Distillery. Enjoy free tours and tastings of our award-winning spirits, including bourbon, rye, gin, and ready-to-drink cocktails. Open daily with tours on the hour. Book your spot at litchfielddistillery.com. Litchfield Distillery, batch by batch. Craving a craft beer escape? Come to Reverie Brewing Company in Newtown, where every pint is brewed with passion and flavor. Catch a rotating tap list, enjoy food trucks almost every day, and join us for live events and good times. Visit reveriebrewing.com for our menu, hours, and upcoming events. Reverie Brewing, don't quit your daydream. In the mood for a sweet treat? Visit Twister's Ice Cream Cafe in New Fairfield. Enjoy 32 delicious homemade ice cream and Italian ice flavors, including rotating specials. Plus, catch Twisters at all...
Back in Danbury, false start on the faceoff. As we get restarted here, Blue Ridge on the power play. Gennaro Frondudo, hooking call. This potent Blue Ridge power play back at it in a pivotal spot here. Near the top of the league on the 5-on-4. They got their lone goal last night from the power play, trying to get another tonight. Shot, pad save, almost trickled across. And Martin will restart here now with Mercurio. Pass in front. Push to the wall by Newberg. Levac and Mercurio now right point. Shot blockered. Pickford meeting the puck and slapped clear by Newberg. Great penalty killing there from the veteran. Minute 5 to go on the power play. Ferocith, left wing, centering, scores! Gallagher in front on the power play. Blue Ridge takes the lead 2-1, 13:49 to go. Ferocith came wheeling into the left wing, finds Gallagher in front. And they get their second power play goal of the weekend. Carson Gallagher, his 5th goal of the season. Played the majority of the year with Blue Ridge, and now the Bobcats back at it. Podrazov misses high. Belfay cross ice. Rivers couldn't grab it, now has it on his stick. Back for Belfay. Kozirev tried to move it ahead for Podrazov. Tukane instead moving up with the Hatricks. Gallagher from Ferocith and Alvo at 6'11". Mercurio centers, shot blocked by Chernyuk. Huge block from number 83. Far half wall at the point, now a shot, didn't reach the net. Caught up with Tukane, he'll lug it forward. Overtaken, Kuznetsov finds it. Rupsov across. Into the corner. And a power play upcoming here for Danbury. Rupsov was sandwiched into the boards. We'll get a look. And gets pinned there. Checked into the wall. And Plovak will serve his second penalty of the night. A prime opportunity now for Danbury to find a tying goal. Trailing by 1, 12:36 remaining in the third. Blue Ridge wins the faceoff. They'll clear it out right away. First unit out, Rupsov, Rivers, Kandurka, Frondudo, and Chernyuk. Rupsov down the right wing. Cycled back up for Kandurka. Keeps it alive. Chernyuk shoots, deflected, still loose in the paint, and cleared out off the glass. "35 seconds through the power play. Chernyuk leaving it for Rivers. Cross ice, Rupsov. Back down the right wing. Tried to shuffle it back for Kandurka and cleared down again. Kandurka still out there now with the second power play unit. Gave it away. Martin on the shorthand down the right wing. Centered. Gallagher couldn't work off a shot, still with it. Martin and Gallagher. Shot blocked. Gallagher shot, pad save. Blue Ridge trying to make it 3-1 on the shorthand. Danbury just needs to settle it down here. 35 seconds on the man advantage remaining. And get some offensive zone time here. Crom, shot, pad save. Caught by Belfay and kept alive. Threw it in front, trickles out to the left point. Tukane can't keep it in. He lost an edge. Mercurio on the chase. Puck bounces into the opposing bench. 9 seconds to go on the power play. Not as productive as you would hope. Newberg wins the faceoff. Fennell sends it in. Power play will expire. Hlavak out of the box in time for the rush. Danbury's had plenty of chances on the power play today. They converted on one, but they can't find one there. Still trailing 2-1, heading towards the halfway mark in the third. Simonchik up the wall for Demaray. And a penalty upcoming, this time on the Hatricks. Daly slow to get up in the far corner. Andre Simonchik taking a tough penalty there, down a goal, going back on the penalty kill with 10:09 to go here. Two minutes for boarding on Simonchik. Mercurio centered Martin. Shot deflected or tied up at least. Still with it behind the net. Kozirev. Hlavak thought about a one-timer. Shoots blocked. Sosinski caught a big piece of that shot. Favoring his right leg. Stuckless over for Hlavak. Back into the zone. Sosinski clears it. Blue Ridge trying to make it a 2-goal lead halfway through the third and grab a second on the power play. Ferosith dangling through. Chernyuk clears. And 1 minute to go on the 5-on-4 as Simonchik waits in the box. Podrezov held up by Newberg. Newberg finds it and clears it all the way down. Ferosith gains the zone, dangling again. Ferosith, he was the one who created the power play goal last time. The Bobcats have it still here with 27 seconds on the penalty. Newberg finds the puck and gets it past Alvo, who couldn't catch it at the blue line. Some fresh penalty killers on for the final 15 seconds. Swung around. Loose half wall. Cleared out into the neutral zone by Demaray and Kandurka. Back to 5-on-5. Simonchik to the bench. Under 8 minutes to play.
8 minutes to go in regulation. St. Pierre,
Radchenko off his skate, gave it away. Adrian has numbers, cross ice, back for Adrian. Net comes dislodged, and a whistle. A 2-on-1 chance there for Danbury out of nowhere, coming off the penalty kill. And we'll step aside with 7:43 to go in the third. Hatricks still trailing by 1, looking for a game-tying goal here in the third. You're watching the Danbury Hatricks on the Hatricks Digital Network.
Upgrade your home with Buzz-8 Appliance, your trusted source for top brand appliances and expert service. We've got the selection and knowledge to help you find the perfect fit. Visit our showrooms in Danbury and Brookfield or shop online at buzz8appliance.com. Buzz-8 Appliance, where quality meets dependability. Discover fresh quality and unbeatable value at Carluzzi's, your family-owned grocery market. We've got everything you need under one roof. Proudly serving Danbury and surrounding communities. Visit carluzzi's.com for weekly specials. Carluzzi's, where quality meets community. Hungry? Chick-fil-A has you covered in Brookfield on Federal Road and inside the Danbury Fair Mall. From the original chicken sandwich to fresh salads and nuggets, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner your way. The perfect way to feed your family. Chick-fil-A, great food, friendly service. Craving something sweet? Treat yourself at Peach Wave of Bethel. Choose from a variety of creamy frozen yogurts, pile on your favorite toppings, and create the perfect swirl every time. Located right in the heart of Bethel, it's dessert your way every day. Stop in or visit.
Back in the offensive zone with the Hatricks. They had one of their best chances of the period right before the break. Chance Adrian on the 2-on-1 with Rivers. Martin into the zone. Ferocious centered across the goal mouth. St. Pierre collects at the point. Radchenko wanting it on the near side. Puck pops up now for Belfay. Moving it up the boards, Belfay gives it away for just a moment. As it's still loose low in the left circle. Radchenko with a drive. That one escapes into the netting. Bobcats leading the shots on goal 11-6. This period they now lead 44-27. 17 more than the Hatricks this game. Hatricks were outshot by 12 last night and still managed to win. But at a certain point, you need to at least make it competitive in the shots on goal, but still only trail by a goal. Chernyuk, some bodies spill along the blue line. Puck entered down the left wing. Rupsov, bodies in front for Kuznetsov. Now for Pickford. Chernyuk shoots, deflected off the backboards. Kuznetsov shuffles it deep. Frondudo center, one-timer save. Anthony Strum with another big-time save, denying the Hatricks yet again. First line remains out there, Frondudo, Rupsov, and Kuznetsov. Dmitry Kuznetsov, who rejoined the team after leaving in late 2023 at the start of that season. We'll have another icing. Last night, Kuznetsov making his return 837 days later after his last game in that 2023-2024 season. He had an assist on the second goal. And the last time he faced the Bobcats was in the playoffs last year with Baton Rouge in the wild card game in the Continental Division, back when Blue Ridge was playing in the opposite division. Rupsov. Newberg cycles. Into the neutral zone, Kozirev tried to pickpocket Pickford. Frondudo bouncing puck along the red line. Radchenko can only help it for Chernyuk. Great shovel pass there for Kuznetsov on the backhand. Got a lot of power on that. Now whistle behind the play and a penalty. It's going to go against the Bobcats. Podrezov whistled behind the play. We'll wait for a confirmation. It's Demid Podrezov, 2 minutes for interference at 14:07. Hatricks with yet another chance here on the power play. They'll start with the first unit. Frondudo trying to win the faceoff. Bobcats clear right away. Let's go Hatricks from the Hatricks faithful up in the bleachers. Rivers trying to work it across and gets it down to the far corner. Radchenko trying to clear only as far as Chernyuk, who let the puck skip past him. Martin trying to beat him out for it. Chernyuk will get there. Last power play was pretty slow for Danbury. They couldn't really establish any offensive possession. Chernyuk will circle and lay it off for Rupsov. Back for Chernyuk, gave it away. Turnover, Stuckless, breakaway, shorthanded, shoots, scores! Stuckless, his second goal of the weekend, this time on the shorthand. Doubling the lead for the visitors. And he beats Kyle Penton glove side. You see it there, the pass from Chernyuk at the right point, tried to put enough power on it to go right to left. It was intercepted. And Stuckless walks down the ice and makes it 3-1 Blue Ridge. Still a minute, 3 seconds here on the power play. It's going to take a lot now for the Hatricks to find a win. 52 seconds, now a whistle. And Jordan Crom's signaling 5-on-3 to the bench. And an elbowing call on Justin Daly, who will join Podrazov when we come back. 4:45 to go in the third. Hatricks with a 5-on-3 chance, the best chance they'll get to get back in this game. Nicholas Stuckless with a shorthanded goal for the Bobcats. It's 3-1 Blue Ridge.
It's time for a tasty, gooey treat. Crumble Cookies in Danbury has the freshest, warmest cookies around. With 6 new gourmet cookie flavors every week, there's always a reason to treat yourself. For the latest flavors and updates, visit crumblecookies.com/Danbury. Visit Danbury Duck Pin Bowling Lanes for family fun. Enjoy the classic charm of duck pin bowling with 16 lanes, including a private party room. Perfect for kids' parties, senior leagues, and casual play. Open daily with affordable rates and a welcoming atmosphere. Visit DanburyDuckPin.com to reserve your lane today. Looking for a bank that puts you first? Visit Fairfield County Bank, serving
5-on-3 upcoming for Danbury for the next 52 seconds as the Podrazov penalty still up there. That one was for interference. This most recent one on Daly for elbowing. The 8th penalty on the Bobcats tonight. Hatricks have converted on one of their power play opportunities. And the best chance so far in the third period to come up with a goal. Won by Adrian, now Sosinski for Pickford, now down low. Belfay has some room, Pickford. Sosinski and Pickford trade spots. Belfay in front. Look for the pass and trickles in! Austin Belfay, 3-2. Well, it might have deflected off a skate. Had plenty of space there down low on the left circle. And instead of shooting, maybe the pass went in off a Danbury skate. But either way, Austin Belfay splitting this deficit in half, and the Hatricks fans have some life with 4:27. And still on the power play now. The Podrazov penalty is over. Justin Daly still in the box The second power play goal of the night, third of the weekend for the Hatricks against the Bobcats, who we've said they've given up the most power play goals in the league this season, now at 57. 5-on-4 for the Hatricks. Pickford into the zone, centers, Crom shoots, block it away. An audible gasp all around the DIA. 1:10 remaining on the power play. Sosinski racing up, left wing, cutting in. Sosinski stops, waiting for a signal, and cleared out by the Bobcats. Sosinski pulls up short right of the crease. The defenseman goes coast to coast, and still Anthony Schrum keeping this lead for his team. Rupsov in behind. Frondudo. Kandurka. Frondudo centered. Rupsov tried to bat it in on the one-timer. Quickly down to Penton. He'll try to beat out the change. Rivers cross ice for Kandurka, still out there. Lays it off, Frondudo shoots, pad save. Rivers deflected out. That will be just about it for the power play. Sosinski will walk it up again. Been out there for quite a while, Sosinski. And we will return to 5-on-5. Hatricks find one goal. They still need another with 2:38. Daly fresh out of the box. Lost an edge, give it away. And is tripped. It's gonna be a penalty on Kuznetsov, who's protesting to the referee. Or it looks like it's gonna be Kandurka, in fact. And this is a crushing blow for the Hatricks. 2:33 to go, 2-minute penalty, which will leave only 33 seconds. And there's the replay as Daly skating into the zone, and the stick coming in from behind from Kandurka, who's been all around the rink tonight. He's played with such intensity. He got the first goal and whistled for the penalty there. Referees are sorting something out as the Blue Ridge power play chatting here on the near half wall. Mercurio, Stuckless, Kozirev, Klovakin, and now Daniel Martin joining the 5. Still waiting for the power play to be put up on the board in the arena. Maybe some technical difficulties, we're not sure. And it's actually going to be Kuznetsov getting sent to the locker room, maybe after protesting a little bit too hard after that call against his team. Kuznetsov sent to the locker room. Just a 2-minute minor for Kandurka. Belfay wins the faceoff right for Jordan Crom. We'll pass it ahead, try to get on the end of it. Kozirev, the speedy Estonian, gets there first, trying to head back right to left. Again, only 33 seconds will remain after this power play. Really difficult, can't really pull the goalie in a situation like this. Hatricks are left to step up their forecheck, try to force a turnover in the build-up here in the neutral zone. But Martin and company can really just play with their food and wait things out. Kozirev, Martin, back for Kozirev, walking down the wall. Mercurio, Martin, pad save, cleared out by Pickford. 56 seconds on the power play. Alvo ahead, Gallagher. Maybe off the mask there of Penton. He definitely got a piece as Belfay clears again. 40 seconds now. Caden Kandurka standing up in the penalty box, waiting for that moment to race out. But still 30 more seconds. Gallagher, puck skipped over his stick, still loose down low. And Rivers trying to handle near corner. Alvo taking it back for Blue Ridge. Under 1 minute to play. Cleared out. Adrian, 2-on-1 shorthand. Rivers, save from Strum. Decides not to freeze it. What a chance on the shorthanded opportunity. Chance to Rivers. 2 seconds. Back to 5-on-5. Eli Rivers, he got 30 seconds. Tukane, Crom. Crom into the zone. Centers, save Strum. 20 seconds to go. Hatricks have an offensive zone face-off, and they will use their bench timeout. Trailing 2-3, they survive, more than survive the penalty kill there. Had the best chance of that 2-minute stretch. Eli Rivers with a 2-on-1 chance on the shorthand. But now 20 seconds. A chance to get to overtime if they can draw something up here. My mind immediately goes back to January 9th, 2026. Almost 2 months ago. Hatricks were down 3-4 with 19 seconds against the Watertown Wolves. They take a timeout, and Jonny Ruiz delivers his 200th career goal from the left circle, ties it up with 19 seconds. They go on to win that game in overtime. Can they find that same magic? Coming off 2 straight wins, the gap has been cut down to 8. A loss here would move it back to 11 with a grueling schedule upcoming. Bobcats, losers of 4 straight. The net is empty. Newberg in on the faceoff. Newberg wins it. Sosinski right point shot, hit his own teammate, follow-up shot, glove save, Strum. Rivers had a chance low in the left circle. Similar area to where he scored last night. 6 seconds go off the clock. And the net also came off during that sequence. Some fresh skaters on for Blue Ridge. Newberg still in the face-off circle, giving some instructions to Greg Sosinski. We'll do it from the left side here. Wins it, but intercepted. Fluttered all the way down and into the empty net. And that's all she wrote. A moment there with the empty net, and the Hatricks can't deliver. (4-2), 9.5 seconds. There's the replay of the empty net goal. And fans leaving for the exits. Bobcats will split the weekend with the Hatricks. The deficit will remain at 11 with 10 games to go. The Bobcats win 4-2. A third period goal from Carson Gallagher. Nick Stuckless with the shorthanded empty netter.
And send everybody to the exits in the Constitution State. They split the season series with Danbury.
Hatricks and Bobcats split the season series, 3 games apiece. It was Gallagher who got the empty net goal. Gallagher with the first goal of the third period on the power play. Stuckless added another shorthanded. And despite Austin Belfay's best efforts late in the third period, it just wasn't enough.
He salutes Jonny Ruiz, captain to captain. How about that?
So the Hatricks fall to 15-22, 5-4. Still on 58 points.
We got a bust to catch.
Bobcats improved to 20-23-3, a flat 500 record on the season, 69 points, and back to that aforementioned 11-point lead. We'll sign off for the night. Thanks for being with us, folks. Again, final score, Hatricks 2, Bobcats 4. Hatricks will be back in action next Friday night up in Watertown.